What's up, YouTube? Capital G here. Got a couple of really nice, awesome duels for you guys to check out, including this first duel, which might actually have the plot twist of the century. I promise you guys, just like Persona 5, you'll never see it coming. Let's see what we have in this match. We have a weird build of Trickstar, Mech Knight, Invoked, which I kind of get like Invoked and Mech Knight working together because the whole go second thing, power through, extra damage, all that. I don't really understand how Trickstars kind of work into this equation, but whatever. And at the top, we have a deck that might even be stranger because we have Yosenju Melodious, which, I mean, I love Melodious, but I really never thought to combine them with Yosenju. Anyways, let's see exactly what's going to happen. So, Candina is going to be search, rest in peps to the Droll and Lockbird, means he will be able to search off Candina and get Carabane. And you know what? Turns out it's just an Orcus combo Resident Sleeper. I saw that and I thought, oh, here we go again, another Orcus dot deck, but it's perfectly fine. He is going to go through his plays, and you know, me personally, I would always rather get 2 Fog Blades than go for like Brigadine. I just don't understand that play. He is going to summon more monsters into Zone Galatea. I have no idea why he did this play where he's going for Nightmare Unicorn. Maybe you guys can explain to me why exactly he did that. I don't really understand what it does for him, but I feel like he should have just went and, I don't know, maybe activated like Galatea's effect and just got like the, you know, the orchestrated crescendo. But I mean, he ends up with double Fog Blade, which is fine, but I think he could have had an orchestrated crescendo as well. Regardless, first, he's going to summon the Melodious monster, and then he goes comma 3, comma 2. I guess his opponent felt like he was going too deep here, so that's why he stopped the comma 2, and didn't stop the comma 3. Because you kind of have to wonder, like, how many monsters does your opponent really have? Like, how many Yosenjus did they have in their hand? And it looked pretty like he was going to stop him, definitive. He is going to say, no problem, Cap G. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to simply go for my Utopia double, and I'm just going to one-shot this guy. GG, no re-easy. He does actually say, you know what, I'm going to shut down the Utopia double as well, and I thought, okay, well, where do you go from here? Do you just go for, you know, Utopia the Lightning? But nope, this is the plot twist, boys. He says, Cap, no problem. I'll just go into my Orcus combo. Turns out even Yosenju Melodious is an Orcus deck. Literally every deck in Yu-Gi-Oh! Is an Orcus deck, man. I mean, he tried to go for the Utopia cheese, which I personally run. I run Utopia double in a lot of my decks, but then he says, "No, I'm just gonna go for my own combo of Orcus because apparently, yeah." Orcus goes and everything. His opponent tries to summon his Rusty Bardies back from the graveyard. Nope. The copy of Call by the Grave is going to shut that down. And now, I mean, he's the one with all the Fog Blades and the Crescendos, and he's the one getting the victory. So I thought that was actually pretty interesting. I mean, who would have thought that Yosenju Melodious had Orcus combos? But literally every deck in Yu-Gi-Oh! Has Orcus combos. Speaking of Orcus, we have another Orcus deck at the top, facing off against Metaphys. This card, actually, what's it called? Oh man, I'm forgetting its name. Crossout Designator. This card will probably see a lot of play in Metaphys because not just can it be used offensively to stop your opponent's cards, but it can also be used essentially to just like banish your Metaphys cards as well, which is obviously pretty nice. So Metaphys players are probably going to be running this card in spades. I don't necessarily agree with this. He hits him with the copy of Impermanence on Neospace Connector. The problem is that doesn't, like, Neospace Connector ain't all that great if your opponent, like, if you don't have a hand, then you're not really fearing the Aqua Dolphin unless he felt like he just wasn't gonna have any extenders. Maybe I get that, but if they have any danger monsters, they're getting the 2 monsters, which you can see he did relatively easily. He's gonna activate Crossout Designator, and he's going to banish one of his Metaphys monsters. Now, the reason that he did that, this was actually pretty smart, right? The reason that he did that wasn't just to banish his Metaphys monster, but it was to trigger his Metaphys Dimension. So now Metaphys Dimension will kick in, and it will take out one of his opponent's monsters. It actually just banishes the Mermaid, so that's another reason why Crossout Designator is good. It just kind of like, you know, triggers your own copy of Metaphys Dimension, so it's a really excellent card. Anyways, he goes for Galatea. Gets a copy of Orcus Prime, activated in the same column as Impermanence, so I guess he was trolling there, because it's gonna be negated, homie. Goes for Dingirsu, he's going to take out the Ragnarok. Now he's going for that Rusty Bardiche, getting a couple of Fog Blades, all that good stuff, and it looks like he'll just attack, and that's pretty much it for his turn. I would say that he's still in the commanding position. He is going to go ahead, since he did banish a Metaphys card, he gets rid of the Fog Blade, fair enough. He activates a Metaphys, and he's going to banish one of his Ragnaroks with Called by the Grave. One thing that I see people do all the time, right? You have to understand when you're playing against Metaphys, Called by the Grave is a dangerous card to use against him, because if he had not used Metaphys Dimension this turn, he would have been able to use it off of Called by the Grave. That's why you really don't want to use Called by the Grave against Metaphys, because it will trigger this card and you will actually go -1, because they'll end up banishing one of your cards because their monster was banished. In this case, he had already used it, so it didn't really matter. Twin Twister is going to hit the face down plus the Metaphys, but that's perfectly fine. He is going to go ahead and since another card was banished, looks like he's taking out Bard. Now he can just start summoning his monsters. Looks like that's Decoy Dragon, and if he summons, or it looks like he didn't, if he special summons, I believe that Metaphys Dimension allows the Metaphys player to special summon as well. He's constantly just taking out his cards, and this can kind of be incredibly strong for the grind game. It's very similar to, not quite as good, but it's very similar to Psyframe Overload, where the Psyframe players will just pitch their cards to constantly banish your stuff. Metaphys Dimension can basically have the same result, and we know Orcus builds, once they're basically top decking, it's not good. You can see that he's special summoned, so he says, I'm going to summon Ragnarok. Ragnarok's effect activates, he banishes, which means he gets to banish another one, and now it's pretty much a wrap because he's just about to get the offense going. Banishes Tsuchinoko, gets damage from Ragnarok, which means he gets to summon. He's going to summon that Tyrant Dragon, and now pretty much his opponent has almost no hope of winning this duel. He has Phantasme, but he's smart. He's just playing around Phantasme. He's like, bro, I'm not going to link summon. You ain't getting me with Phantasme. He top decked an Ash Blossom. That's not doing anything. This game is 100% over, in my opinion. He's going to pass turn. I don't know why he didn't scoop. I mean, do you have a way of stopping his attack? Because if not, you know, he's just obviously going to go into battle phase. Anyways, that duel is over, and it looked actually pretty damn free to me. Anyways, if you guys like the video, give the video a thumbs up. Thank you guys for watching. As always, subscribe if you have not already, and turn on that notification bell for daily videos.